One and a two and a
Happy Sunday to you, viewer. I'm Chris, I'm the Longbox Punk, and I am solo. So here's the thing, sometimes life happens, and when life happens, plans have to change, and life has happened for Austin, so Austin will not be tuning in and joining with me today. And that said, I just wanted to give like a quick update. It's been a busy weekend for me, and I didn't have a stream last weekend because it was my birthday. And so I just wanted to take the opportunity to really give you what I do every Wednesday on Substack on my Box Talk, which is just a live stream over on my Substack at Longbox Punk there as well. It's in the description. So is Austin's campaign. You should absolutely check out Envy Volume 1. You can get the trade. You can get issue 4 of a demonic epic. It is action. It is horror. It is old ancient deities coming together and clashing over the fate of everything. And so it's a super fun story. I've actually had Austin before talking about Envy here on the show. And so because Austin is already a post-punk, I'll probably figure out a time that I can get him on my live Box Talk over on Substack so we can talk about the book, because I'm excited to chat with him about the trade and how it came together and issue 4 and the future of Envy and other projects. Austin also has a podcast now that my collaborator Chris and I were on, and we talked about Barricade Brigade and our process and working together as writer and artist in a true collaboration making comics, and had a great time hanging out with Austin on his show. So you can also do that. I will make sure to link the episode in this description. You know, I'll do that for you, viewer, because I'm a nice person. I'm a nice punk, and I like to make things as easy as possible for you to support independent creators in all of their endeavors. Speaking of independent creators, because I'm really excited about it, I was working, I have been outside all day yesterday and today as of the date of this live stream, which is Sunday, May the 3rd, because tomorrow is May the 4th. Be with you for all of you Star Wars nerds, and my wife included. And I worked a May the 4th be with you Star Wars event here in my hometown, and I was outside set up with some local vendors and got to just meet some local creative people. And that is what I'm all about. That's kind of my focus right now. I've made a lot of friends on the internet. Thank you for being a friend. Cue Golden Girls theme song here. Thank you for being internet friends. And also, I love making in real life connections, especially those close to home, because those are people that I can run into when they're having events, and I can go support them at our local art gallery, and I can meet up with them on a Monday evening and make some art with them at our local brewery, whatever. I can make and keep connections there, and then, you know, continue to grow my own personal community of creatives and get inspired by what they're doing and talk to them about their process, just not on the internet, because sometimes it's good to disconnect from these things right here. Just, you know, get away from the screens. And I know everyone's like, oh, go touch grass, but go shake hands, fist bump some people, and, you know, smile and give little kids high fives because they're dancing and having a great time. And wouldn't it all be better if we all had the freedom of kids that are dancing? I think we would. Anyway, that's I was working the Star Wars event, and I was next to a really good artist. His name was also Chris, and I didn't plan any of this, or I would have been Ken with the first comment. Man, I haven't been hit with any first comments. So thank you, dude. I didn't prepare any of this, or I would have had all of these socials up. Let me see if I can find. Well, I'm not going to say let me see if I can find, because I'm going to find him. Chris McCall was his name. He was the vendor right next to me. You can find him on Instagram, Chris McCall Art. And yeah, he does dark fantasy, like charcoal stuff. Super rad artist, really fun guy to talk to. And we had a lot in common. And so I had a good time hanging out with him today. I sold a couple comics, which is always cool. Told a bunch of people about the 5-Star Comic Con happening in Dayton, Ohio at the Dayton Convention Center, June 20th and 21st. We've got celebrity guests, voiceover actors, comic creators coming from all over the nation and Canada, which is just rad that we've got a widespread group of creators that are going to be there. We're focusing, well, I'm focusing on bringing in as many indie creators as we can. And Tony, Mr. 5-Star, was all on board with it. And so we filled up Artist Alley and actually had to convert other vendor spaces into an additional like Artist Alley tables because we had so many indie creators sign on. And so I'm really excited about the show. I cannot wait to finally meet Chris live in person, the other part of CHK Comics. But doing the event today, just meeting people and talking to people and telling them about my books. Like I sold more today than I sold yesterday, which I also was out and about yesterday. I was up in Centerville, Ohio, which is like a suburb of Dayton, which is where we're going to be for 5-Star. And I had a table up at a shop called Manga Kingdom. Shout out to Jacob and Manga Kingdom in Centerville. If you need manga, go there because he's a great dude. Great people all around. Honestly, had a really fun time yesterday. Survived the wind and the cold weather, and sold a couple comics. Sold some tickets to the con, and met some cool people again. And so it just has been 2 days of back-to-back events. And yes, my feet are tired because I've been standing all day. It's hard to sit. I sit and then I'm like, I want to stand. Like this is my table and I want to stand behind it and stand and And so I did that, and I was doing like sketches of Star Wars characters to prove that I can Star Wars. And you can check out my stories on Instagram to see those, as well as my table, as humble as it was both days. And I gave a sketch that I did of Darth Vader to one of the 501st Legion members dressed as Darth Vader. And he was like super excited to receive it. And I got a picture with him. And I'm sure behind his mask, he is just grinning ear to ear and super pleased that a local creator gave him something. That's how I'm imagining it, at least. But I had a fun time. I also am really excited about this guy. One of the vendors does 3D printing. And I had been eyeing the Yeti all day. There was Sasquatch too, but I liked the Yeti. I like the white and the teal pop. And so I was like, you know what? That's going to be mine. I've sold enough today that I can spend that money immediately on another vendor. And so I did. So I'm going to start having the Yeti in the back of my video. I'm going to set him over here somewhere, I think. Anyway, I just want to say, like, making comics is a blast, and I am having so much fun doing it. And I got to encourage a couple people today that were like, "Oh, you're making comics? That's cool. How?" Because I think I was the only comic vendor that was there. Actually, both days that was like had original comics, and so I got to encourage kids like, if you have an idea, just start writing. Start writing it, and if you're an artist and you want to draw it. Just start drawing. Like here's the stuff that I'm drawing, and it took me a long time to get comfortable saying like, yep, that's my style, that's me. But now that I'm here, I'm just having fun with it, and that's the point of making art, is just to have fun. So seeing kids go like, yeah, you hear that? Have fun. It was cool. It was really, really cool. Super rewarding. So get out there, sign up for events, talk to local shops, talk to folks that are working events. I got invited by the same guy that does the Star Wars event. He invited me back to table at any other event that he runs, and he runs a bunch over the summer. So who knows? Just say yes to things and take chances and show up and get out of your comfort zone and meet some people. And you might not make a ton of money, but you might make really cool connections and have really good conversations with people. And as somebody who is just happy to be making comics, that's all I need. Like, yeah, getting money for the comics is cool, and it enables me to buy cool stuff like Yeti from other vendors and support other local crafters and do all of those things, which is great. Like, support local all the time. Shop small, do the thing all the time. Support your local artists. And if you've got friends that are artists that are posting their stuff, support them. And that doesn't mean financial. That could be a share. It could be a repost. It could be a comment. It could be a like on the post. It could be a message or just a reply like, hey, I like this piece. That's really cool. And, I try and intentionally just compliment artists that I see that is genuine. I don't want to just blow smoke, but like a genuine thing that I'm like, oh man, the way you do scale on that with like the little people down there and this giant thing, that's sick. It just enables more really cool conversations. So do that, support local creators, and get ready for more comics from CHK. We have stuff cooking, and we are going to be having a great time making more comics with more creators. And I just look forward to all of it. So Barricade Brigade Chapter 1 is coming July 4th. We may or may not be cooking on a live launch party with Apollo City, who are launching this Comic Kills Fascists 2 on the same day. And so we might be working something out with Mr. Brendan Blocksdorf. We'll see how that shakes out. Don't know what that looks like yet, but that's what we're aiming for, to do like a tandem live launch party, because I love doing those. Those are fun. And then we're 1 week post campaign close. And that means we have another week until we release funds from Kickstarter. And then once I get the money in my account, then I can contact Brandon and say, hey, we need to place our order for print through Comics Well Springs. And then we need to figure out getting our prints printed and our sticker sheets stuck. I guess it'd be stuck. I hate jerks that I'm officially over. I'm the old man in the neighborhood. A black Mustang just went driving down the street at like 40 miles an hour. I'm like, dude, you're in a neighborhood. Like, we have kids that are playing in our streets all the time. Slow down. I'll go take my Metamucil and then go to bed at 6 p.m. Anyway, that's all the things. Yeah. Worked some events, had some fun, sold some books, shook some hands, high-fived some babies, and got into a steering contest with one of them. Ivy won. She beat me. She was adorable, though, so I let her. Say yes. Say yes to something, and take the step out of your comfort zone and embrace the opportunity that's in front of you, and just keep saying yes. Know when to say no, but if you can say yes and it's not going to cost you an insane amount, say yes, because at least for me, it's absolutely been worth it. And it has been a ton of fun. And I'm having a blast making comics and meeting people and meeting artists and just meeting fans of things and getting to talk to people about what they're excited about and what they're making, and just injecting more creative positivity into the world is what I'm trying to do. And I think more people can be doing that right now. So that's it. No, Austin will figure out when I can get them on my Substack live to talk about Envy. So just go subscribe and follow me on Substack so that you get notified when I go live, and then hear all about Envy Trade One. And in the meantime, I still have the Kickstarter linked in this description. I didn't update any of that. And you should definitely go check out the campaign. There's 19 days to go. It's already got 43 backers, but it has, it's about a third of the way funded. So I don't know what percentage that is actually, but it's about 27%, we'll say. It's about 27% funded. So 19 days to go. It could use your support. So go check it out. And if it's not for you, share the link, because someone that is in your network online, it might be for them. And that's how we grow these things called networks and followings and fan bases, and you're supporting a really rad creator in the process. So do that. And show some love, and then keep an eye on the socials at longboxpunk everywhere, and you'll find out when I get to line up things with Austin next time. And then, maybe come back next weekend when I've got my dude Carmen Costa, post-punk, one of the first. Yeah. I think he was episode 3. Carmen's coming on next weekend on May 10th at 7 o'clock. So same time zone, same channel here on YouTube. Subscribe here and share with some friends and let them know, hey, this guy's talking about comics and he's encouraging people to be creative and make art. And maybe you need that. Maybe you need that push to start doing the thing. And so get excited, because I've got some really cool, I'm really excited about how my guests have lined up and are looking for the next. How far out am I booked? Holy crap, I'm already booking in August. Sweet. That's awesome. And I have somebody already booked for September. So that's exciting. If you have a project and you know dates and when you're going to be promoting it and you're looking to get on a podcast, could be mine, doesn't have to be mine. If it's on somebody else's, reach out to them sooner than later, because like I just said, I'm booked until mid-August, and it's the first Sunday in May. So, and I'm not going to be the only one that's got that. So reach out to podcasters early. Thank them for being awesome human beings that are taking time to. It takes a lot of time and energy to do these shows. Okay. I know I make it look so easy, but it takes a lot of energy to put these things together. So, show some love. Just show some love to creators, because we need it. We need it. We need more positivity. We need the positivity coming from folks all over, of all walks of life, all the time. Please and thank you. So that's going to be it for this ramble of whatever this is. It's 17 minutes longer than I expected it to be. So thanks for tuning in, and look forward, keep an ear out for socials for when I'm able to get Austin on the show. I want to do it before the campaign ends in 19 days for Envy. It is the trade and issue 4 that you can get. So I'll figure something out with Austin. We'll get him on. We'll talk all about Envy. And in the meantime, go do what's good for you and make some art, because it's good for you. And we need creativity. All right, I'm out of here. See ya.